So in today's class we have dealt with Annonaceae family. It belongs to subclass Polypetalae, series Thalamiflorae, order Ranales. This is a picture of Annona plant with fruits, lot of fruits you could see. It is an aggregate of berries. So Annona is an important plant which is having lot of importance in the field of crop production, especially in fruit crops. And this fruit is very nice to taste because it's an aggregate of berries. Okay, berries together they form what is our Annona. This is Annona squamosa species. There are a lot of species coming under Annona. Okay, so today we are going to deal with the different plants coming under Annona plant. Annona category. So Annonaceae family comprises of Cananga odorata, Annona squamosa and Uvaria narum. This is a Cananga odorata with its fruits and Annona with its fruit, and this is a Uvaria narum. Okay, so now we'll move to the Cananga odorata. In Cananga odorata, you could see three sepals. Look here, this green portion is the sepals. Three sepals are seen, and the arrangement of petal is very fascinating. That it is having 3 plus 3 arrangement of petals. See, look here, the outer wall is having 3 petals, and the inner wall is having our 3 petals. So 3 plus 3 arrangement is seen. And what about this globe, this what thalamus? On above the thalamus you could see the male flowers, and the center you could see the female flowers. So this is about Cananga odorata. So we'll come to the character of Annonaceae. It is woody and aromatic. Leaves are exstipulate. There is no stipules. And here the floral parts are many. That means the number of petals when we see in Cananga odorata there are 6 petals. And these stamens and the gynoecians, they are arranged in spiral fashion. So this is an important character. And when you look into the stamens, you could see the flat connective, that and the lobes are connected by our connective. Okay, so the when we talk about gynoecium, it is multipistillate in structure. That means there is a lot of pistils, and this gynoecium is apocarpus. So now we'll move to the floral characteristic. First, inflorescence. It can be solitary, or it can be axillary, or sometimes it can be seen in groups. What about the flowers? Flowers are actinomorphic, that means they are almost equal, but in some species they are zygomorphic. And what about their sexual characters? They can be hermaphrodite. Both male and female can be seen in single plant. In some species you could see unisexual. Another important feature is a trimerous condition. Trimerous means what? 3. Okay, 3 sepals, and about Cananga odorata you could see 3 plus 3 condition, right, in petals. Hypogynous it will be. In some species it is perigynous. All these are the gynoecium and androecium are arranged in a cycle or a spiral form. Okay, and they are having very nice taste, that is aromatic. It is the fruit is very nice to eat, and it is having a flavor, aromatic flavor. And what about the calyx? They are again sepal 3, and they are sepaloid, and it is polysepalous, that means they are free, and their base is very cornate. See, look at this, the diagram. Here you could see a cornate like structure. But what about Annona? Annona species you could see only perianth. Three tepals are seen. See the cornate portion in the base. This is the cornate portion in the base you could see. See this color change here. One yellowish orange color you could see in the base of the petals. Okay. So this is about our what calyx. And now we'll move to corolla. In corolla, the Cananga odorata, you could see 6 petals arranged in 2 whorls of 3 each. But what about Annona? The perianth is only 3. That is what tepal is only 3 numbers. So this is about our corolla. This is the diagram showing. This is the cornate base. Okay, so what about the androecium? Androecium, they are usually numerous. See the numerous condition. There are a lot of anthers here on the thalamus. It is being raised in a receptacle. We are saying it as receptacle. See, so here you could see the stamens, the filament is very short and thick, and the anthers are long. Okay, and they have a connective, the broad truncate connective is seen which hold this anther Bithecous condition. 2 thecas are there, but in Malvaceae you could see only a single theca. Okay, what about gynoecium? See the top portion. See this above this cream portion you could see a light green color in a dome-shaped manner. So this is a carpel. They are very numerous, or they can be seen, and they are all arranged in spiral fashion on raised receptacle. And it is apocarpus, that means the ovary wall is not fused. They are superior ovary, unique carpellary, that means single locule in the carpel. Okay, so the ovule can be many, and the style is very short. Sometimes it cannot be seen. Stigma also very short. Okay, what about fruit? That first time itself I told you when I show the diagram. This is an aggregate of berries. Look at this. They are the aggregate of berries. Okay, so this is about the fruit characters. When we move to the floral formula, this is the floral formula of Cananga odorata. Here you could see actinomorphic flower, bisexual. K3 means what? Sepal is 3. What about corolla? I told 3 plus 3 condition. This is the 3 plus 3 condition. Look at this. Outer world 3 and inner world 3. Okay, so this is about our 3 plus 3 condition. What about androecium? They are infinite. We cannot count the number of androecium. And what about gynoecium? They are again infinite and they are superior. See the line here? This is a superior ovary. They are what? Apocarpus condition. The ovary wall is not fused. These are some of the common plant that is belonging to this family. Annona squamosa, Annona reticulata, then Polyalthia longiflorea. This is a substitute that is being used for Ashoka plant, Saraka Ashoka, then Euvaria cordata. All these plants, you could say climber in this plant, you could say Euvaria cordata with the red flowers. Okay, so these are the common plant coming under this Annonaceae family, and this is very simple. This is the view of the fruit. You could see the habit of this plant. See the receptacle. On the receptacle or the thalamus, they are being raised. The gynoecium and androecium are based on this thalamus portion. This is our gynoecium, this is our stamen. Okay, when we take the LS of the flower, we could see like this LS of the flower. But what about the arrangement of the floral diagram? Look at the floral diagram. Since they are actinomorphic and exstipulate as that we have discussed. Here you could see this one. This one, the outer wall is the sepal, 3 sepals. They are polysepalous. And the inner wall you could see 3 plus 3. I told you 3 plus 3. This dark portion. See, outer wall 1, 2, 3. Look at the pointer. Inner wall 1, 2, 3. And what about the androecium and gynoecium? All they are arranged in a spiral fashion. Look at the spiral fashion, how they are arranged. Very nicely it is been arranged. This is the way you should draw the diagram of our Annona Cananga odorata. I will show you how to draw Annona species. Okay, so this is a LS of that plant. Okay, you could see this is a calyx and this is the cornate petals, and here you could see this green portion. Green portion you could see our numerous stamens. See the numerous stamens. This is stigmatic surface, very short stigmatic surface. This is our gynoecium. Okay, this is a superior ovary. Superior ovary means hypogynous. So when we look into the major diagnostic characters of this plant, comes under the class Dicotyledonea, subclass Polypetalae, series Thalamiflorae, order Rhanales, and family Annonaceae. In this family, we could see 80 genera and 850 species, and they are the diagnostic features only you should remember. They are woody trees. Sometimes they are woody climbers. There is no herbs at all. The leaves are very simple and there is exstipulate. Since it is having very nice smell, this Cananga odorata, Kartachambagam, is having very nice smell. Glands are present. The flowers can be seen in axillary or solitary. So what about the flowers? The flower is usually bisexual. They are hypogynous. They are actinomorphic. Exceptions are there. Okay. So what about the perianth? Perianth is the outer wall is sepaloid. Sometimes you could see a perianth there's only 3 condition, trimerous condition. Sometimes you could see there's a differentiation of sepals and petals. Okay, so what about stamens? Stamens I told there are many, infinite. They are free, they are seen in spiral fashion on the convex thalamus. They are very short and thick. There is a connective in between the thecus. Okay, theca, there is 2 lobes. Bithecus condition. The stamens are very much short on. Okay, so what about gynoecium? Gynoecium is polycarpellary. Lot of carpels you could see. That is apocarpus condition. Okay, the carpel also arranged in spiral fashion. Okay, with the you could see sometimes basal Placentation you could see, or marginal placentation. Okay, so then what about the fruit? They are the aggregate of berries. Okay, they are the berries are aggregate. Seeds are endosperm. In the seed there is endosperm. In the seed, endosperm is very ruminate, very minute. Okay, so these are the characters of Annonaceae family. So very interesting topic it is. You could see